What's up, everybody? How are you today? Really? You've been playing by yourself the whole fucking time. Now all of a sudden you want some of this. You want some of this sauce. You don't want some of this fucking sauce, bro. You're not gonna. You can't handle the fucking sauce. See? Told you, pussy. How you guys doing? Coming at you talking shit Tuesday at our regularly scheduled hour, 8 o'clock. Today is a paid chat in case you want your questions to stand out. You can go ahead and do the super chat or the super stickers, or just hope that I get to your question amongst the vast sea of stupid questions, which we already have a stupid question already. Basically, someone asking, why does a Gen 3 chop less than a Gen 2? Why does a 347 chop different than a 302? Why does a different cam chop? Why does a B cam chop different than an F cam? Why does an E cam chop different than a B cam? Why does a stock cam not lope? You know, different, totally different cam duration, different size, different valves, different heads, different injection timing, different everything. But they don't want to hear that. They think it's a Coyote, so it should all chop the fucking same. That's what I deal with on a daily basis, guys. On a daily basis, people ask those type of questions, and it's a struggle. It's an absolute struggle. It's crazy. How you guys doing? We got wow, we got Omar Garza having a beer. Good evening, Mr. Flores. Says YouTube corrupt. What up? Actually able to catch the stream. Says Blake Bailey. Jared Wells, Angel Jovel, Beefcake Racing in the house, answering your Vortec, Whipple, and whatever. He's, if you guys want to talk to Beefcake directly, he's on the chat. I love that he's here often. B Lightning says hello, Alex in chat. Edwin Delgado. Someone noticed that I got Street Fighter in the background. Rican 50 says, Alex, can you be my long lost deal? Good morning. What's up, Alex and Tony? Hopefully Tony is slowing down. He was just playing super hardcore earlier, so he's just kind of hopefully on the down slope of everything. So real quick, I want to thank a couple of people. I want to thank Coyote Kelly. Coyote Kelly right there got me a Sega Genesis console. It's a little tiny guy. You can sort of see it through the background back there. A little tiny cartridge. He got me one of those, hooked it up, boom, playing Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. It's got the hyper mode and all that stuff. I mean, it brought back all the nice feelings I had as a kid growing up. It's really nice to see old school Street Fighter and be able to play it. And the control, he got me controllers, he got me everything. Thank you very much, Mr. Kelly. I appreciate you very much. Secondly, I want to thank a kid, and I'm going to look him up on Instagram. So all of a sudden, packages started showing up to Power by the Hour that I really wasn't aware of. And we got a kid here by the name of Speed Demon S550. So the least I could do for you guys is to ask to give this kid a follow. Hopefully he wakes up tomorrow and has, I don't know, a couple hundred more follows. Let me follow him back. I just followed him back. So hopefully he gives, you guys can follow him. The reason I say that, again, at Speed Demon, 2Ds, .S550, give him a follow. What the hell? Because this is what he did. He sent me a couple of leftover parts that he had, and he said the following. He's left a note inside the package. He said, hey, Alex, my name is Justin Baston. I sent you a few parts for whatever car you'd like to just upgrade to bigger and better stuff. He sent me a crash bar, Steeda crash bar. He sent me some Steeda shocks, and he sent me some coil covers. I appreciate the love, and I love the channel. And I'm 19 years old, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I have a 15 GT with a Vortec YSI on 18 PSI with a PBH fully built 6R80. Done all the work to my car myself in my 2-car garage. I lost my dad at a young age and moved out at 16 and been working hard ever since. And the input you put out there for all the Coyote gearheads is super appreciated. My car wouldn't be running right without you and the guys at Lund. Give me a follow on Instagram at SpeedDemon S550. What a guy. Had some used parts laying around. Thought, you know what? Instead of tossing them or sending them out, selling them to some dickhead on Facebook, I'll just send them to Alex and he'll appreciate it. And there you go. Give him a follow. What the hell? Why the hell not? And last but not least, I got to thank Daddy. Daddy Kyle Brandon also sent the package. The guy sent me a fucking Xbox. So I don't know anything about the Xbox. This is a Series S. I have no idea what the Xbox games come, Halo and all the other shit. but I'd probably use it as a Netflix machine because that's all I'd probably use it for. I already have a PlayStation, and that's all I use that for. So I want to thank Cal Brandon for sending over an Xbox. I want to thank Coyote Kelly for sending over a Genesis. I want to thank Mr. Justin Baston for sending over some leftover parts that he had, and I can upgrade the white car with said parts. I mean, real cool shit. I mean, I wanted to give you guys a special mention. Pretty crazy shit that people are just sending stuff to Power by the Hour, like waters, Xboxes, parts, and Jake's like, hey, shit just keeps showing up here, so you might want to make daily trips down here. So I really appreciate you guys, trying to help a brother out. I'll use that as a Netflix deal on my other television because the Wi-Fi antenna does not reach real well into the bedroom. Here we go. So we got King Dingling. Yeah, that was Kyle Brandon. Kyle Brandon not only sends a bunch of money on the chat, he sends me waters, cakes, and Xboxes. I might fuck him. I might have to fuck him. I'm sorry. I might have to fuck him. Sorry, guys. So I'm going to give you some ASMR. Oh, that was nice. Little Coke Zero action for you guys today. Look at homeboy. He's like, you got a bottle over there? You're going to fall, dickhead. You're going to fall. For whatever reason, Tony is obsessed with Coca-Cola bottles. He sees one, freaks the fuck out, wants to play with it, wants to toss it around the apartment, and he has a good time. So today we're talking, when will be the last Coyote engine? If you look at the thumbnail that I put up, that's a real deal. Don't ask me where I got that picture. That's a real deal thumbnail from some, production shit that I found in the nether regions of the internet. That's a real deal picture of a Coyote engine with 2 throttle bodies and 2 cold airs. Cold air manufacturer going to make a huge comeback because now they can sell you 2 pieces of equipment that don't do shit for your car. Hey, Alex, do you think Big OG Twin Turbo, real quick, says, do you think it'll be worth it to go boost on? Okay, before I go to the questions, let's get my monologue out of the way. So I was talking to Jake today, Power by the Hour, and what he does is he always tries to stay ahead of the game as to complete powertrain solutions, right? That's how Perdomo used to put it. Basically, you can call Power by the Hour and say, I want a motor, brand new. I want a transmission rebuilt with all the badass shit. And I want everything to make it fit into a Fox body, into a Galaxy, into an F-150, an F-100, whatever. It's a one-stop shop. So Jake is now noticing that Gen 2 motors are becoming scarce. We're talking brand new Gen 2 motors. So he's moved on to the Gen 3 stuff. And then I started saying, so what's next? Like, is there a Gen 4? Is there a different configuration? I talked to him about the dual throttle body, dual cold air intake stuff. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to have to stay on top of things. But I think these Coyotes are going to be around for a very long time. How long has the Coyote been around? 2011, so 10 years. How long was the LS around? And it's still around, and the aftermarket is still strong on the LS. So I think the Coyote, in terms of the engine itself, it's going to be around a long time, and the aftermarket is going to support it heavily. I think, though, the next big thing is not going to be 7.3. I'm sorry, you can't convince me that a 7.3 is going to be a replacement for a 5.0, and they both make the same power. It's going to be real difficult to convince people in terms of packaging a taller, longer, and heavier engine that makes less power than a Coyote is its replacement. I just can't imagine that happening. Now, I could be wrong, but the 7.3 has been out 2 years, and it is no further ahead in the swap game than the Coyote was when it first came out. And Jake says this, Alex, when you look at a Mustang and you see it just shredding tires, you say, I want that engine in my car. When you see a 7.3 gas motor in a F-250, you don't care. You see it in a motorhome, you don't care. You see it in a Ryder truck, you don't care. It's not in a performance vehicle. So people don't really tend to equate power with that motor. They tend to go, well, it's bigger, heavier, harder to fit in my shit. And the Coyote's pretty much done. So when is it going to end? What's the last one going to look like? When is it over? And what, because LS went away, then LT came in. People had their struggles with that. But now they figured it out. The LT seemed to be, running pretty well. I don't know if they'll ever get to the same popularity and power output as the LS. I don't know. But The Coyote to me doesn't have too much longer to live. Maybe another 3-4 years. I don't know what they have in development now. I can't imagine they're going to stick a 3.0, high performance, high output 3.0 that they do in the STs in a Mustang with a hybrid power plant. I would hope someone mentioned that they absolutely would offer a mid-engine Coyote powered something with a hybrid powertrain. That would be cool. And Ford is the least cool of the big three. Let's be honest. Ford is the least cool of the big three. Dodge is out there putting Hellcat motors on minivans. Chevy shit is still pretty good. I still like the fact that they used to, up until I think last year, they offered a V8 sedan. I don't think they do anymore. But the Ford is doing what the market, likes. Crossovers and mid-size everythings and making everything kind of look the same. You go to a dealership right now, it's going to be truck and crossovers of all different sizes. There are no more sedans. There's no more Tauri. The Lincoln dealership has pretty baller cars, but they're high-end vehicles. None of them have a Coyote. All of them have a V6 to an EcoBoost piece of junk. So what's the last Coyote going to look like? Does anyone know? Does anyone hope? I'm hoping that the last Coyote makes 500 NA horsepower. 500 NA horsepower and stick it into something mid-engine. Something cool, something light. Not just another 4,000-pound fucking pig. It's not anything I'm interested in seeing. So what do you guys think? What's the Coyote going to be? Is it going to be around for another 3-4 more years? Jake seems to think that it's going to be around for a while, so he's not super worried, but he's also getting ready because he wants to be able to provide you the swap solutions, the swap stuff, the motors, the drivetrain, one-stop shop for a long time to come. Big OGTT said, let's get to the paid questions right away because I don't want to get too far behind on shit. Hey, Alex, do you think it'll be worth it to go boost in my 2020 Gen 3 manual, or should I just go full bolt on and enjoy the car? Don't have E85 in my city. You can go like a Vortex setup or a Paxton setup. I'm telling you, that's what I have in my car. And I suspect the last time it was on the dyno didn't make the power it's supposed to make because the plugs are shit. And number two, it wasn't seeing the proper boost because the blow-off valve opened prematurely. So my plan is to probably upgrade that before I replace the motor, make sure everything's working properly, and then just slap a new short block in it, go out there and make 800 on, C16 or something, and maybe meth, because I don't think I'm going to put a return style fuel system on that car because I want to keep it pump gas friendly forever. I don't want to go E85 in the white car. Will you be an import versus domestic to fight my feet? To fight your feet. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I'll be there. If Lund goes, I'll go, but I won't go by myself because that's fucking weird. I don't think it's that baller to go by myself. Evan Smith says, treat money for Tony. Tony, you got some love on the chat. Good for you. He got a tire from one of the maintenance chicks. Sent him a nice little tire so he can play with. So here you go, buddy. It's heavy as shit. Phil says, thanks for the help with the trans. Got a stage 3 MTD2 on the way. Have some Diet Coke on the rocks for me. Thank you very much, Phil. Appreciate you for your donation. SK Performance Jeff, solution, bring back the Terminator motor. But why does it sound different than a 4.6 Mach 1 motor? I don't get it, SK Performance Jeff. Why does a Terminator engine sound different than a Mach motor? It's the same motor, 4.6. It should sound the same. 2 times the velocity, 30 millimeter cold air intake inlets. Dual 30 millimeters get all the fucking cold air intake situations. Matthew Goodall, who probably learned a lesson today. Channel support, brother. A big thank you for the continued support on my setup. Frustrating news on the fuel system today, but I made sure to order what you suggested within the hour this afternoon. So Matthew Goodall, I think after listening to my show for a very long time, and guys, can you write down on the chat, anyone that is able to type something on the chat, what fuel system do I recommend to people? I'll give you guys a little time. What fuel system do we recommend to the people out there when someone asks me, Alex, what fuel system should I get? Alex, what fuel system should I get? And I give them one answer every single time. Every single time. And when they don't, I'm going to go, why didn't you? Why didn't you get what I recommend? Here we go. Everyone's saying Clip Clop, JD Swag, Force Induction, Fernando, Candace, Don, Rican 50, everyone's saying the same one. 4 Innovations fuel system. I love you, Matthew Goodall, but Matthew Goodall did not get a 4 Innovations fuel system. And today he experienced what happens when you don't get a 4 Innovations fuel system. You start noticing that you get a tremendous spike right in the middle of your watt pole. And that is really not a good look. Like, the last thing you want on your fuel system is for it to severely run out of fuel, like very fast. And I said, dude, I love you, but this thing's running out of fuel system. Now, the fuel system that he chose to get had twin GT350 pumps, and that's fine. If you want to stay at 10 PSI, not a problem. I don't mind if you want to do that. If you want to stay at 10 PSI, I think that's fine. It's not a problem. Now, people say, well, GT350s make 850 rear wheel horsepower with twin GT350 pumps. Correct, because they're 5.2s, 12-to-1 compression, and all they need is 10 or 11 PSI to make 800 rear wheel horsepower. But Coyotes are not 5.2s. Coyotes do not have 12-to-1 compression, except the Gen 3. So you now need 14 or so PSI to make what the GT350 makes at 10 or 11. And that's when the fuel system goes, goodbye. Thank you very much. I'm out. You know what the fuel system says to the fuel once it starts to hit about 14 PSI?
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
It's done. It's done. And unfortunately, Matthew Goodall experienced that. I showed him in a log. I said, well, you need to upgrade your rails. You need to upgrade your lines. You need to upgrade a booster pump. You basically need to patch up that budget fuel system because anything that isn't 4 is a budget return style fuel system. Just plain and simple. Angel Javel, because it's a GT350. Click Up the Horse says, buy once, cry once. Foreskin system, Justin Lanou, for real. For real, power, you take out the port injectors and go DI only. For real, power, you take out the port. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. For real power, DI only? No, that's really stupid. Because what happens when you put a lot of boost in a car and the DI is the only one? There is no fuel following the boost. When you go port injection, the fuel gets pushed basically by the boost. But when you're DI, you're in the cylinder, the boost is happening in the combustion chamber and it's pushing back against the DI. So eventually there's going to come a point where you're going to need ridiculous amounts of DI to get in there and do a good job and actually be adequate. But PI/DI is always desirable, a mix of both. I don't think DI alone is the fix. Matter of fact, big power applications, we want you to delete the direct injection because it's just a fucking pain in the ass. Gordon Camerlin says, for Second Shift Racing became a member. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that very much. And Bondo Bird gave me $5. You already gave me 20 earlier. You don't got to give me more. What's wrong with you? Unless he just wants to see his name up on the chat. Who's Tony named after? Tony Soprano, Tony Montana, Tony the Italian from Carlito's Way, hashtag channel and dog and treat support. So Tony is named after the meme where there's 2 dogs and one of them says, hey, what's your name? And he goes, Tony. Yeah, what's your name? It goes, Ezekiel. And the other dog goes, fuck you, Tony. And that's who he's named after. Just like that. Ow. The guy loves to bite. Alex, how's the family? Been busy, bought a house, and I need to catch up. Yes, my couch touches the wall. Thanks for the explanation on Cobra Guys for my wife. Mary, love the dog. Thank you very much. Candace Page says Tony Bolton. Definitely not named after him. Thunder Biscuit says, I'd say Carlito, but I've been wrong before. Big OG Twin Turbo says, I'm debating between a VMP Odin and a Gen 530 Whipple. Do you think the Sunoco 260 GT would be good enough fuel without going to fuel system? Up to a point. It's about 100 octane. I really prefer E85, but if you do not want to go E85 and you want to go 260 GT or pump gas and an additive to bring it up to about 100 octane, yes, it'll be fine. It all depends on how much power you want to make. MS109, you can make big power too. I know cars that run MS109. The problem is smelling that stuff kills you. Like, the fumes from that shit will probably kill you. It smells like it'll kill you. Whereas 260 GT is pretty harmless, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, any gas. You don't want to suck on it. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Biting? Stop biting the handle, dude. You need to turn the fuck around, chew on your bear, and stop biting the handle. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There you go. Get all riled up for the bear. But in terms of those blowers, look, I had a guy I'm tuning on the West Coast, 661 Desert, what the fuck is his name? 661 Racing or 661 something. 661 Coyote, whatever the fuck, red car. That car was done in 3 revisions, and it's a lot faster than it used to be. I'm not gonna go out there and blow up his spot, but the car is way faster than it used to be. And he was an NA daddy over on the West Coast. The moment he went something else, 3 revisions and it's done. And he's way quicker than he used to be. Insanely quicker than he used to be. And I'm like, see? He's like, oh, but NA is fun. I'm like, it's not as fun as that number you just ran on some basic shit. So, I mean, hopefully he's happy with what's going on. And don't expect that kind of service. Omar Garza says, hey, I just wanted to say, EPA, me la pela. Enjoy Chuck E. Cheese beer. Rich50 says, 109 feels deadly riding with someone who runs it. Dude, you're going to die, like, smelling it. You're like, this is not good. Pierre Bitchy says, I bought a 4 fuel system just because of you. You need a sponsorship from them. I'm not saying I need a sponsorship from them, but I guarantee I have been responsible for at least 20 to 25 fuel system sales, not only in the ticket system, but on this chat. I do not co-sign on any fuel system that isn't for. Now, I'm not saying they should get me something, but I'd appreciate it. Do you know what I'm saying? Samuel 10R80 says, what's a safe RPM to lunch my truck with bolt and stock suspension? So if you want to lunch your truck, you probably want to keep it under 2,000 RPMs, depending on what you're eating for lunch. If you have a big super gulp soda or something like that, under 2,000 RPMs is the sweet spot. If you're having an elote, you don't want the mayonnaise to end up in your nose and your forehead. So again, keep it under 2,000 RPMs to lunch your truck. I answered your question. Oh, fuck. Good times. Low 800 horsepower is limit for Trinity. So, okay. So someone asked, I guess, on a GT500, what is the power number you want to keep it at? Yeah, anywhere in the low 800s, you'll be okay. I got a customer right now that has a 2.4 upper with a Gen 3 VMP. And I'm telling you, I'm like, you're probably at 800 right now. He's like, are you serious? I go, yeah. That thing's probably making all the fucking sauce, and you want to pulley down, or you want to get a overdrive? You want to blow that shit up. What kind of pupper is that? That is a Boston Terrier. This is the Boston Terrier. He's just chilling right now. Well, he was chilling until I said something. There you go. He's going to get comfy. Hopefully he goes to sleep and he just hangs out. And Tony's out. He is out. The great thing about him is all he needs to do is chew for about a half hour, like your mom, and she goes right to bed. There you go. Just chill out, buddy. Just chill out. You're going to be good. Give him a massage. Oh my God. What the fuck did you do, Alex? You touched me the right way. I'm done. Yeah, he's done. Boom. Currently tuned by Lund with an SET device. Received my RTD. Do I need to flash my card to stock before starting with the RTD? Did they send you instructions? KG Boney? The fuck kind of name is that? KG Boney? KGB Oni? KGB1? I don't know. If they sent you instructions with the RTD tune, follow them to a T. I want to stay live a 750. Wow. Remember how we were talking about how people type nowadays and they just don't proofread? They just blurt shit out. He says, I want to stay live a 750 wheel horsepower. I only drive it on the weekends. I just want a fun, rowdy street car, maybe some track in the future. Any of those blowers will get you straightened out. The Odin, which is a stupid name, but it's, you can get a TJ69, 120 millimeter cold air intake. It'll make 7-something on E85 or race gas with, 14 plus PSI, maybe 15 PSI. So will the Gen 5 Whipple. They both will absolutely make the power you want. At the end of the day, with those two blowers, it's how you want it to look under the hood. If you think the Whipple is cooler looking, get the Whipple. It's a good looking blower. If you like the Odin, then get that. If you want an Edelbrock, get that. Some have longer lead times than other. If I'm not mistaken, I think Whipple is still like 8 weeks out. We'll see what Bondo Bird says if he answers. Alex, I want to boost my 20 GT. How much do I have to Venmo you to get a full list of recommended parts from you? You don't have to Venmo me anything. If you want to boost your 20 GT, all you have to do is get a kit. Okay, so you hit up someone like Beefcake, because I don't sell parts. You hit up Beefcake and go, Beefcake, I want to make this much on pump gas. I want Lund to tune it. What do you recommend? Those are the people. Those are the people, because people that are our dealers know exactly what we like to tune. But typically, if you're going to get a Gen 5 Whipple, we want the 132 throttle body, we want the 123 cold air, we want at least a 1000cc injector, and if you're going to stay on pump gas, a boosted pump will suffice. If you ever want to make over 700 real horsepower, you're going to want to have a fuel system in the sucker, and I only recommend 4 Innovations. And people like Beefcake and other dealers, they know that up front. Their salesmen know that. Power by the Hour, Beefcake, all them guys can get you the parts you need. But if you want to grow, you don't want to skimp up front on parts. You want to just buy it once, cry once, just like someone else said. Oh my God, someone sent a bunch of money, but let me get this guy, Matt 211 GT says, do you have a guesstimate on what horsepower increase you'd see increasing compression from 11 to 1 to 12 to 1? So based on the 2019 or 2018 Mustang, it's at least 15 horse, but the problem is the 2018 Mustang has higher compression and better heads and better valves. So it's not just bada bing, bada boom. For compression alone bumps it, I want to say 15 to 20, but not much more than that. Like not like 40 or 50. I think the 12 to 1 compression over 11 to 1, you're probably not even going to feel the difference. But when you boost it, you'll notice that it takes less boost to make good power. What it used to make on 12 PSI, now it makes it on 10 PSI. What it used to make on 14 PSI, now it makes it on 12.5 PSI. You know what I'm saying? Alex, do I need a revision for a two-step or watt box with my 13 GT500? Absolutely, high roller. Absolutely, you need a revision. We need to disable the misfire logic, because if you install a watt box or a two-step and do not get a tune for it, you'll get misfire codes, because the watt box and two-step purposely misfire the vehicle to keep it at the predetermined RPM or to cut spark at wide open throttle when you clutch in. Jordan Rankin, don't know who you are, but I appreciate the massive donation. Says, I got a 2020 A10, Stage 2 NA cams, ported CJ long tubes, and free-flowing exhaust, E85. Would getting my heads ported make that much of a difference? If so, what company would you go with? No, I don't think it'll make that much of a difference, because what's it going to cost you to take your heads off, ship them out, port them, put them back in? For what? 15, 20 horsepower? I haven't had anyone test that, mod for mod, meaning ported everything minus the heads, then they send the heads out, put it back in, and then run it again and have a back-to-back comparison, which is very difficult to do, especially if you're not in like an indoor controlled environment dyno, like it's like a nice little, environmentally controlled dyno where the weather doesn't vary much. I don't think it's worth $1,800 to $2,000 for 20 horsepower. I'm talking about money versus, outcome. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't want to port the heads. I'd rather you say for boost. I love you. I love you. The Cobra Jet, sell it. The cams you shouldn't even bought, right? All this stuff. If you would have saved and had the stock intake in a Paxton 3.6 on pump gas, you would have said, why the fuck didn't I go boost earlier? I love you, Jordan, and maybe you want to play the NA game, but you're wasting twice the money to get half of the performance. I love you, but I don't think porting, in my opinion, is something you should do, in my opinion. I think you should just make the car lighter. Porting, to me, for 20 horse, for like $2,000, after it's all said and done, labor out, porting, labor in, boy, that's just not smart money, in my opinion. In your opinion, which is dumber, Wii Mod, Burble Tune? And who's your favorite mob movie actor? Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, channel support, says David Jaffrey. Favorite mob movie actor is Pesci. Joe Pesci, because he plays the little tiny mean as fuck crazy guy that's willing to kill and shoot anybody. He's done pretty well. I loved him in My Cousin Vinny. I love that he plays one guy. He plays one guy. He does, what typecast. He's a very much typecast character. He plays just like a mob dude or a super Italian guy with a heavy accent, and that's all he's going to be. And that's okay. and he's playing the role. Like Morgan Freeman complained one time that people will never put him in other roles than like the old wise black guy. I'm like, yes, you're old and black and wise, so you're gonna play that role. It's like, imagine seeing him as a love interest in like, you can't make him a superhero on the Marvel movies. What the fuck are you gonna be? Have you put a draggy on Tony? What's a 60? And he asked me earlier, what's dumber, a Wii mod or a burble tune? A Wii mod is way dumber than a burble tune. I have not put a draggy on Tony. His 60 is pretty good though. On the rug, he at least cuts a 1.6. Randy Martinez gave me $10. Thank you very much, sir. Dixie Normus says, hey, Alex, do Lunds still unlock the N-Gauge? I have an old N-Gauge, but I forgot to unmarry it before pulling it off the car. Dixie Normus, all you have to do is send us a picture of the tuning status screen. Click tuning, click status, whatever that screen displays, send us an email, support@lundracing.com, and we'll see if it's able to be unlocked. Big OG TT says, sorry about that. Got overly excited and didn't realize this is my first 5 Mustang and want to get as much info as possible. Thank you very much for being a great supporter of the channel. So true. I'm glad I took your advice and went straight to boost. I understand people want to be like King NA Daddy. I'm telling you guys, that is a losing proposition. That's a losing proposition. You spend double the money to go 10s? You spend double the money to go 10s. Cobra Jet, cams, you already got fucking $3,500 right there. $3,500 between Cobra Jet and cams. What's that? 1,200 and like 1,100? I'm saying throttle body, cold air, everything, throttle body, cold air, Cobra Jet, cam. That is $3,500. Then you want to port your heads for another $1,800? That's a Paxton kit. A Paxton kit with 52s will rape that CJ setup on an A10 Mustang Gen 3. Abso-freaking-lutely. I have pump gas guys going 10-2, 10-1. With a little Torco, 17 degrees, 3.6 pulley, A10, chillin'. Why the hell would you want to go 1080, 1090, or 690 in the 8th, fully bolted on, spending double the money? Oh, the NA game's fun. No way. How has YouTube algorithm been treating you? So far, so good. I won't really know until I do this for a month. So my plan is to do daily lives for a month. Try to sprinkle in a video here and there. It's been raining every day here, guys. I'm really sorry. It's been raining every day. It is the rainy season in Florida. People don't race this time of year. So it's really tough to go outside and get to dyno videos when it's raining all the time. I apologize, but I'll try to get the car on the dyno. The red car's going to go on the dyno to do a dumps versus full exhaust video. Maybe throw in a couple of cold air situations in there. I got a Bustelo can. Let's see if a Bustelo can makes more than a Steeda cold air. That'd be funny to watch. Cuban Coyote. Cuban, you guys got a new guy over there. This guy is fast already. 3 revisions and he's fast. So I hope to see him on the channel. That'd be good to see what the deal is. Channel support, waiting for a follow back on IG. Just kidding. Where you at? Cuban, where you at on IG? Are you Cuban Coyote? Let me see. Are you Cuban Coyote? You are Cuban Coyote. I didn't follow back. Hey, my bad. Look, I'm going to do it right here in front of everybody. Everyone give Cuban a follow. He's got 8,159 followers. Give him a follow back. You went to the track recently? What's up with this? Oh, look at that burnout video. I'm getting used to the car drifting. Damn track needs better prep. Thanks. Oh, look at this. He's out there doing work. KOK Racing versus a fast guy Pro Charge Camaro. We saw this race. That was fucking ball. Oh, rest in peace, your fucking ears. Sorry, guys. Look at Cuban go. The back half. Ooh. Look at the back half. Oh, he wasn't ready. Holy shit. Followed you back. There you go. All right. Rather than porting my Gen 1 heads, I bought Bear Boss 302 heads from Ford, which are already CNC'd, and increased the valve size to 38 millimeter and 32 millimeter. Gen 2 heads won't fit the 2300 Edelbrock. There you go. Bounderbird, I don't know how far out we are currently, but we're catching up on orders quickly. I'll update you guys tomorrow on the daily show. #Team Whipple. There you go. He is a CNC operator for Whipple. I think people do the anything because it's a good excuse if you lose to a boosted car, says Chris Buchaya. It's just weird to me. It's just really weird to me when people do that. When people go ahead and play the NA game, they say they have $10,000 to $15,000 in an NA car, and they get beat by they beat a boosted car that has like an 85 millimeter pulley. I'm like, dude, you got double the money than he does on that car. He is riding fully loaded with a fat girlfriend with the AC on, chilling, keeping up with your fully gutted, can't hear yourself talk NA having ass. Ken Abernathy says CNC ported Frankenstein heads are $3,400. Do not port your fucking heads. What is wrong with you people? Crazy. VCMD Production says, "Yay, what's up, bro? Just smogged my murder wagon. Just turned the potentiometer down to 12 volt reference on my injectors. Hacks." Robbie Chenault. I'm tuned through Bama. Can I use the SCT RevX device to get my Lund tunes or RTR? No, Robbie. SCT went ahead and said, you guys do not have the ability to tune with our devices anymore. And we simply cut ties, gave them back their dongles. See you later. Nope. They, I guess, heard that we have not been fined. We have not been charged. We have not been anythinged. And SCT bailed out. Shout out. Shout out to the real ones. SCT. Fuck me. Go ahead, send me a cease and desist about saying my opinion. Fuck out of here. I think I'll do the anything. Okay, got that. Paul Lester gave me $5. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, sir. Just the guy 69 gave me $5. And Emmanuel Martinez says, what's needed to run 85 on a 13 GT500? Also, what's the best cold air intake for it as well? So the cold air intake thing is debatable. Anything that's 120 millimeter. I think Steeda makes a cold air intake. JLT makes a cold air intake. I do not recommend anything JLT. PMAS you can get. They have a 120. They have other companies bought rights to other bigger cold airs. But honestly, if you're gonna stay just like an upper pulley, stay with like 120 millimeters. Don't think you have to go to like 150 millimeter anything when you're making no power. Unless you're looking to make over 900 real horsepower, staying around 120 millimeter is fine. Now, what do you need to run E85 on a 13 GT500? Twin booster pumps or twin fuel pump voltage boosters. Because I guess booster pump is a copyrighted or trademarked Kenny Bell term. Who the fuck knew that, right? So twin fuel pump voltage boosters and at least 1,000cc injector. D-Torque 95, 1050X. If I were you, because you're going to grow with it, I'd get 1300s if you can find them. Set of 1300s or FIC 1440s. That's right. FIC 1440s is that nice in-between injector between 1300 and 1700 where you can still run pump gas. Still run pump gas. 1700s can't run pump gas. 1300s you can, but you're going to pay big money for 1300s, and I think you'll save like hundreds of dollars with the FIC 1440s. Jordan Rankin says, I only drive the car about 4 times a month and not looking for a race car. Just wanted a little more fun than stock, and I got cams for 600. New guy crashed his car and got a CJ setup for 900. That's not bad. That's not bad. So 900 for the CJ setup, 600. So you're $1,500. Now, if you're going to get top tier, top shelf liquor, ported heads, it's going to cost you $2,000. That's $3,500. That's about $1,000 or $1,500 away from a good boost setup. You see drag times, Plaid trying to jump off the dyno? I did see that. Someone says Hayukin. They heard the Hayukin in the background. Joe Pesci is almost like the Hispanic guy who plays Hector in every movie and TV show. Channel and Tony T support. What does 21,000 mean? What is he talking about? 21,000 mean? Who are your inspirations in drag racing? Says Second Shift Racing. No one's ever asked me anything like that. Inspirations. Currently? People that I want to be like? Or people that I'm going to be honest with you. It's the regular guy. It's the regular guy. The guys at Granis, Grubworm, Wesley Evans, Yandro. When I look at that elite field of stick shift racers. Oh, why don't you mention Cletus? I said regular guy. Yandro. Wesley. The gentleman that has the Grubworm LT Camaro. And the Grandest Racing guys. They look like they stuck with something for a very long time, struggled, went through the growing pains of badass stick shift racing, and don't you know it, every single time they're up, everyone's asses is fucking in the stands like, holy shit, let's see this go down. Because every single time those cars make hits, especially Yandros and Wesleys, because Ford, we pay attention. We pay attention. So every single time I see that group of grassroots racing show up to a track, my ass goes, that's cool. Now, I'm obviously never going to be at that level. I know that. Why? I know what it takes, and I'm not willing to spend that kind of money on my vehicle. The quickest I'll ever be as a stick shift car is probably 890 with the GT500 if I decide to make it stick. Look, I have options with that car. That car can go 7s as is, and once it does, I can go, all right, time to stick shift the fucker. Or I can say, let me sell it and just get into something else that's stick shift. I don't know yet. I don't know what my options are yet. But the goal is to go 7 to the GT500 as it sits. And the GT500 record is 867 from Billet Pro Shops. The 6-speed or stick record GT500. So that's something I can do, but then why? Why? I'm going to break so many rear ends. I'm going to break so many things. A lot of growing pains. It'll be car's heavy. I just don't think I'm looking to do that. And I look up to those guys when it comes to racing. Who are your inspirations in drag queens? Alex, are the Nitto NT555R2s or 888s for daily? Now, the 888s I don't like because they're noisy as shit. They're absolutely noisy as shit. I have 888s in the rear of the white car. And when I'm on the highway, they're fucking noisy as shit. I have not yet driven NT555R2s, but that is the tire I'm going to go get in La Mamalona, the champ stamp, once I get these race stars mounted on the wheels and tires. Again, I haven't done any of that because why? It's raining like a motherfucker outside. I'm not going to do this until I can actually drive the truck and race it. So there's no need to slap on wheels and tires on the thing if I'm going to just waste these tires and not get to the track until about October. Channel support, keep up the good work, says Bam Bam Slow. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Oh my God, it says YouTube won't let me. You won't let you what? Kona, VCMD, Alex Nitto. We got the Hanukin or Hayukin, whatever. Who are you? The ID 1300s are $1,800. Dang. 888Rs unless you live in my area, says Mendoza's Coyote. Do you think the Department of Boost will come out with a kit to swap Predator Supercharger onto Coyote? Thanks. I don't know. That I don't know. That'd probably be a good blower because there's going to be a lot of them laying around, especially once people start getting the 3.8 Whipples on them. Did you see Evolution on the silver GT500 made like another 150 horsepower on the same boost that they did on their ported 2650 stock blower, which to me is really good, but shout out to that little blower, 2650, making good power. And don't get me wrong, the Whipple is a bigger blower, better design. IATs are better, 100%. 100%. That's the thing where you gain with the Whipple stuff is the IAT for sure. Alex wants to be JJ the Boss. No, JJ the Boss, the thing is he is like so fucking street. He's a street motherfucker. I don't want to be that hardcore street. I like to wear nice clothes once in a while and look good. You know what I'm saying? 661 Racing says, when are you going to use that dead hook? I'll have my guy send you some more whenever you use that one. Probably never. I'm going to be honest with you. I do not foresee anywhere in my area that I can use any prep to test without getting popped. Unless I show up to a no prep race, which will never happen. Will never happen. I am not showing up to a racetrack that has less prep than the street. So unless I come across a road that I can do whatever the fuck I want without any consequence, I'll definitely give it a shot. Definitely give it a shot. But as of now, right now, how things are configured around this area, it's almost impossible for me to get it hidden with prep because I do everything by myself. I don't have a crew. I don't have people. I don't have a road that I trust. I don't have the cops paid off. No, thank you. So I'll do my best to use it, but it's going to be a long time. So do not hold your breath. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. Go 7s in the GT500, sell it, buy a black 2011, 2012 6MS 197, and then go from there. It done. But then why? Why? I have a blue S197. that I can shove sell the 400 and converter for big money, shove a T56 in there with a long arm clutch and see what it can do. But I know I'm going to break a bunch of shit. Hey Alex, 810 about to get a Whipple with a 4-fuel system. What pulley will be fine to run 85? Pussy pounder, if you have two 285 pumps, you can run whatever fucking pulley you want. 15% and like a 3125 upper, or maybe triple. If you get a triple hat and get 3 285s or 2 275s and a 3 280 and a single 285, you can run all the fucking boost you want. Now, how long will it last? Well, I've seen many stock motor cars go 880, 890. So look at Omar Garza. Omar Garza has a 2.6 pulley or a 3.0 pulley or a 2.8 pulley. And that motherfucker 6-rib went 930s. So you can pulley down wherever you want. Dressing up for JJ is wearing a shirt without cutoff sleeves. That's kind of what I mean. Rich 50 says Florida cops are annoying. I get it. The dog is knocked out. Dog is out. He chewed for a while. He is just going to sit there. He's going to have nightmares. His tongue is sticking out. Like legit, his tongue is sticking out. I wish I could zoom in, but I can't zoom in on his tongue. But it's out. He is like, I'm done. I'm going to call it. Everyone should yada D the NA porting game. I'm with it. The NA porting. I mean, you know how much money porting companies have made because of NA guys? Ported 18 manifolds, ported Cobra jets, ported assholes, ported throttle bodies hanging up and fail-safing. Then the porting company saying, oh, your tuner is the problem. Oh, okay. The tuner's the problem. Not the fact that you had to disassemble the whole throttle body. Port it. Now you're allowing more air leakage than the computer can compensate for. And Gen 2 and up, I can't just add idle air or take away idle air. That's Gen 1. Gen 2 and 3, computer goes, fuck you. I'm done. Fail safe. P2119. Bye. Replace the throttle body. Thank you for spending $200 on a paperweight. Elote Fed gotta hit that follow back. Elote Fed gotta hit that follow back. Elote Fed. You got Elote Fed? Elote Fed. Mustang Bill, Omar Garza. There you go. So, hey, you guys want to follow Omar Garza? Here we go. We're giving everyone the fucking follow back. Look, he even posted me on the shit. Follow back. Elote_Fed. That's Omar Garza if you guys want to give the boy a follow. Absolutely. There you go. Giving everyone props. Thanks for the SCT info. I did not know. Hey, at least you know. At least now you won't be asking a bunch of questions and hearing from the forums what the deal is. Because if you ask that question in the forums, they'll say, London's out of business. The EPA killed everybody. 661 Ray says, Cuban, you seen everyone we called on in a day with bloodshot. Haha. Everyone was like, what is he going to be? They're feeling some type of way. Woke up in the mood that day. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know what the fuck's happening. They're talking that East Coast shit. Or West Coast shit. 601 Racing. Y'all tripping. Racing blower Coyote. Got it. Azaze N says, I found a great deal on a used 1.75" Cook. Should I go for it? My car's a Gen 1 370 gearing. Yeah, but I mean, why not just wait for 7/8? Because you're going to go boosted one day. Look, you're not going to go wrong with the 1.75", but I prefer you wait a little bit and get the 7/8. But if you're going to stay NA for a real long time, then that's fine. Court says 17 Mustang GT manual with a Roush 2.3. What mods to make 800 rural horsepower? Okay, so we're already saying E85 is going to be in the gas tank. So that means you need a fuel system. Plain and simple. So fuel system, boost. Fuel system, E85 boost, 1000cc injector, FIC 1000H, ID 1050X, or a D-Torque 95. 4 Innovations fuel system, boost, a lot of it. Got it. Here we go. So we got something about Nix on Tarpia. Here we go. How much power am I going to need to gap Nix on Tarpia? Ian, is your car an auto? Ian, is your car an auto? On a roll, he's got you. On a dig, you might have him. Pat the Pat said, Alex, I sent you a DM on IG about your cameras and editing. Whenever you get the chance, check it out. YouTube, Pat the Pat is my handle. YouTube_Pat the Pat is my handle. Thanks. Okay, I'll give it a shot after the show. Thank you, though. Alex, what's the story with Tony the puppy? I bought a pup. that's the story. I bought a pup. I have time. I work from home. We're in the middle of our winter where there's no racing happening. I'm home a lot. This was the time to get a pup. So by the time that I'm ready to go out and do stuff, he's a little older. I've always wanted a Boston Terrier again. My last dog was a Boston Terrier. Ended up staying with the ex. And I said to myself, if I'm ever going to get another dog, it'll be a Boston Terrier because he was so perfect. The personality, how he played, how he listens. They're very smart. They last a while. They're generally pretty healthy dogs. And you don't see a lot of them out there. Ian Martha says, yes, I'm auto. So, Ian, you might have him from a dig, especially on the street, because he has to shift gears. And you got to get a sticky tire in your car. You can't fuck around with that stock bullshit tire. You got to get a sticky tire in your car. But you and a tune and a pulley and a cold air, you probably are in the 10s, right? And the piece of shit go in the 10s. Some shitty ass ZL1. Aziz says, thanks, Alejandro Flores. Harris says, good day. How's it going? Rowdy50 says, it isn't much, but honest channel support. LOL. What's good, Alex? Rowdy50. Anything. Look, anyone is nice enough to be able to donate to the channel. I really appreciate it. It helps immensely. Trust me. There's a lot of things I'm working on in the background. The building situation has gotten even more complicated. There are no buildings available under $3,000 a month for 1,500 square feet. So I'm going to start looking north. I'm going to get out of Palm Beach County and potentially end up in like Martin County because I might be able to get more for my money up there. Or I think the way to do it is to find somebody that knows somebody, because 9 times out of 10, those sweetheart deals are from people that know somebody. So if you know my channel and you're in the Palm Beach County area or know somebody in the Palm Beach County area that's willing to sublease or lease me a garage space, single bay. I don't need 2 bays. I need to be able to fit 4 cars in it tightly. That's okay. I'm going to work on my own shit there. I'm going to have a little studio there. I'm going to have a dyno there. And I'm going to make noise, obviously, when it's the most convenient. So if anyone in the Palm Beach County area that knows somebody in north of West Palm or even in Martin County that's willing to sublease me a building about 1,500 square feet or so, holler at a boy. See what the deal is. Because that's the only way I think I'm going to end up getting something. Ian Martha says, yes, I'm auto. I'm coming for you, Nick. You might have him. Marcus Marr says, it makes more sense to Magnum swap section hate. But I know I'm not alone when I say we'd like to see you back in the black 2011 GT manual car. Straight getting it. But, man, starting from scratch when that car is already 70% there? Stick-wise, like, the GT500, I wouldn't even have to change the tune. It's there. It just needs a different trans and clutch. But I get it. I understand what you're saying. And I think I'll be able to get more money for the GT500 if it's a stick. Or do you think a Turbo 400 Billy Badass Trans GT500 sells better than a stick GT500? Let me know. Nick Fowler says, what's the minimum amount of ethanol you'd like to see? Only local pump only has E75. Might just buy a barrel E85 to mix in. You guys boosted E85 tune. So if you can consistently, Nick Fowler, consistently get E75, I'll make a tune for E75. Matthew Goodall is on E70. We made him a tune for E70. Boom, trimming on the money. So he has a consistent fuel mixture. We send him a tune for that. If you find yourself consistently finding E70, E75, we'll make a tune for that. No problem. Do I prefer E85? Absolutely. But if you can't get E85 consistently, I'll make it for whatever you can get consistently. Alex, would you put a 427 cubic inch or 5.0 engine in the backdraft Cobra? Coyote Twin Turbo. Coyote Twin Turbo. Plain and simple. That's it. What kind of car is sentimental to you? What kind of car is sentimental to you? Ooh, you were tugging at my heartstrings, motherfucker. So, let me see if I can find it. I don't think I have a picture of it. But a 1986 notchback. 1986 notchback coupe. I see 5-liter, fully gutted, nothing in it. That's the only, I don't have a picture of it anywhere. That's the only car that tugs at my heartstrings, really, because it's the first fast car I ever had. 4i notch, gray, like dark shadow gray. bitch ass drag lights. Had the chrome trim around the windshield, and the side windows. It was such a cool car. I love that car. Got it from the biggest scumbag on the planet in Southampton, Massachusetts. Peter Craig, shout out to you. You fucking piece of shit. Fuck you. Guy fucked over everybody in Western Mass on Mustangs back in the day. The guy would literally sell you a fucking car that's cut in half and tell you it was fucking mint. And I was a young kid. I didn't know any better. But I learned from my mistakes and never bought another vehicle from that dickhead. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck it. I remember. Okay. Big OG Twin Turbo says, "Hey Alex, would it be worth it worth the cost to run Ignite Racing 85 if I only drive the car on weekends?" Yep. Yeah. If you only drive the car on weekends, get yourself a 55-gallon drum of ethanol 1R, Ignite E85, anything that's super quality E85, and you should be, your gas pump is at home. Then just replenish that. Philip Everson gave me $5. Didn't say a goddamn thing. My favorite type of question. Love you very much. Grabber Lime or Twister Orange. What color would you fuck with on the 2020s? Neither. Actually, the orange. The orange is the only wild color that actually stands out. It makes me go, okay, because orange and black offset really nicely. So it would be orange for sure. Then green. Green to me is just the shittiest color on the planet. In your very old video running 12s, is it that car? Oh yeah, it's a very old video. It's a big piece of shit. Wow, thank you for letting me know. To find it is going to take me forever, so it's going to slow down the stream, and I'm sure I'm going to lose you guys. But if you look back at my channel way back, there is a silver or gray primer fender with Bogarts running like 12.1. That was my baby. I love that car. Irving 0708 gave me Mexican pesos. So that's like $2, right? 150 Mexican pesos. Channel support. Thank you very much. I'll buy me an elote with that sucker. Kona Blue is my favorite still, says Omar Garza. Does Ben still build MT82s? Alex Garza, Ben is so busy now. And he's coming out with such cool shit. I can't wait for him to show you what's going on. He really is an innovator when it comes to the MT82 and the stick Mustang game. He is the source for Mustang transmissions, manuals, period, especially MT82s. JD Swag says, in your YouTube, go oldest first. Oh, god damn it. Now he's going to make me do it. He's going to fucking make me do it. But Second Shift Racing asked, so. Oh, Bison. I forgot. I used to play with Bison back in the day. He was like unbeatable. He was almost like not fair to play with. You know what I mean? So you go to my channel. Oh, fuck me. Here we go. My channel. Videos. Fuck me. Videos. Uploads. Past live stream. Oh fuck. YouTube Studio. God, you're making me just waste time here. Like I don't really want to see it, but I think some people don't know that I came from the Fox body world. My whole life was Fox bodies. I was one of those guys that just had Fox bodies just nonstop. I had 6, 7 Fox bodies laying around in my yard, and I'd make one out of a bunch, and then I'd buy another one that had one part that I wanted, and then I put that in the fucking. And I was like, I am so stupid, just constantly buying cars. Okay, so where do we go? Oldest to newest. 2006. Yeah, look at that. It was an 86 Mustang running, 1270. So let me go here, 1080 monitor. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh man, this car was such a rat. I love it. Sorry if the sound really sucked. And by the way, I did record it with a potato because it was like, rest in peace. Okay, guys. Headphone use. I'm going to turn the volume down. No, I can't turn the volume down. Warning. Volume warning. Okay? So it's going to be fucking loud. So, sorry. I hate showing burnout videos. I think it's really dumb. Let's just get right to the action. That's me getting fucking gapped. My reaction time sucked too. Good old Lebanon Valley Dragway 1277-104. What's done to that car? Bone stock bottom end, dumbass F-cam with stock springs, stock rockers, a dumb carburetor, 650 with a Edelbrock RPM, Tremec 3550, 430 gears. That was actually halfway decent for the day, but I'm sure people go, that fucking sucks. Ugh. I think Altimas run this now. Like legit Altimas just run this now. So yeah, it was impressive for its day. Superstar Wiper gave me a $3. Thank you very much. At what point did you think somebody should swap their 10R80 for a Turbo 400 only if they're trying to run 7s and beat King Dingling? Yes. If somebody wants to run consistent 8s, YouTube Corrupt, that's when you should go Turbo 400. You are completely wasting your time if you think a 10R80 is going to go 8.8, 8.9, 8.7, 8.8. Hell no. No fucking way. It's going to go 920, 910, 87, 89, 93 for no fucking reason. If you want to be consistent, I got a guy with a white 18 GT right now, Whipple with a 2.9 pulley, 90, 89, 90, like a bracket car. I'm like, there you go. That's what he wanted. And he hasn't had to do shit. Turbo 400, 89, 90, 89, 90 every single time. Just some channel support, brother, says Danny Bill. Danny Jimenez, how you doing, brother? Thank you for being part of the channel. Appreciate you very much. I was telling everyone else, not you, Alex. JD Swag, got it. Rowdy50 says, Alex, I just sent you a link to a Mustang you described that is for sale in New Hampshire. Did it look like this one? I sent it to your YOLO Facebook, Joshua. God damn it. Why don't you just send it to my regular Facebook? In New Hampshire? The car's pink now. Like the car, last time when I sold it to a guy, I did sell it to a guy in New Hampshire. It's pink. Yeah, some dude painted it like salmon. Like he just had like leftover paint. And I'm like, you painted it pink, bro? And he sold it for like $4,500. I'm like, hey, good for him. What the fuck you gonna do? I mean, what the fuck? Let me see. Yeah, bro, you fucked me up by sending that to that because you know how hard it is to just to get to the YOLO douchebag page on Facebook. Just to get to it is a complete pain in the ass. Oh my God, now you want me to check the messages there. Oh, you're fucking killing me. Why didn't you just send it to my fucking regular shit? Why don't you just send it to my regular shit? Why do people send it to weird fucking pages? It's a complete pain in the ass to go on the fucking YOLO douchebag page. Fuck me. I can't even switch to it. You're interacting as YOLO douchebag. Bullshit. Where's my messages? Oh, man, you're killing me. You're killing me. You are fucking killing me, bro. Pfft, fuck it. I'm done. I don't care. I'm not going to do it on the show. Alex getting taken to Applebee's. I got fucked up. That was like a big block Nova back half. Saw an old RPM video of an all-wheel drive vet build on the dyno. Do you think all-wheel drive Coyote Fox is out of reach? Be hell on the street? I think someone did it. I think someone did an all-wheel drive Coyote, and it was like a South America thing. And if I'm not mistaken, it probably had an LS in it. It was weird. But I wouldn't... I mean, you can do it. You can do anything you want. I think it's a complete waste of time, though. It's weird. Ignite E85 versus Ethanol S. No idea. Don't care. As long as both test the 85, I don't care. I really don't care. Cuban Coyote says, Omar, have a built Turbo 400 by transmission specialties. Once Cuban went Turbo 400... his trans troubles went away. Right, Cuban? How many times did you blow up MT82s? How many times did you think about clutch issues? How many times did you think about, missing a gear? Now you just launch on the trans brake, nudge, nudge. Now, I'm a stick guy. I prefer stick shift. I think stick shift is real man racing. But Cuban wants to be consistent and race. I said, just get a 400. Stop fucking around. 661 Racing says, Alex, can Bloodshot and Cuban race, or is that race not allowed to happen? I want you guys to race. I think it'll be a good race. Okay, you ran what you ran at the track, 661. I've seen what Cuban can do on the street. And I've seen what you can do on the street, but not boosted yet. Once we start seeing some draggy stuff and videos of how you can launch your car on the street, because you're foot braking and he's two-stepping. So that's going to be interesting. But Cuban's car back half's so nasty that's going to be tough. You got to get out on him by 3 cars and hope he doesn't come around you. And if you pull it down big time, then that's going to cause your car to spin out of the hole. Crazy how it works. Omar Garza says, check the message I sent you on OnlyFans. I mean, people are sending me the weirdest Alex, I sent you a message on your 3rd Facebook profile. I never checked that. Crazy. Cuban Let me see if I can look at it on my phone. My phone might be way quicker than anything else. Homeboy is out. That's a man right there. I love that dude. That dude is out. Love it. Love when the boy just goes to sleep. Good time. So we're gonna go to pages. I'm gonna try to find it. YOLO douchebag switch now. I hate when people send me shit on YOLO douchebag page. It's fucking stupid. That page is just you guys can interact with shit. You think I actually like pay attention to that page? Unless it starts generating an income, you won't catch me dead on that page. Joshua, John, fuck me. What's your name? Facebook Marketplace. Okay, I think it's Joshua. Hold on. No, that's not my car. Crazy. 85. Just like the one you described. It's an 85. Actually, it looks pretty good. What's he want for this thing? Oh my God, it's carbureted. Ugh. What's he want for this thing? Driven 85,000 miles. Bullshit. Every Fox body, they say it's driven 85. Such fucking horse shit. They got 185,000 miles. No Fox body has 85,000 miles. Shut up. 4-barrel carb. 12,000 cash. He's fucking psycho with your stupid Fox body. I know what I got. Fuck you. $12,000 for an 85 Fox body. Smoking that dick. Red Eye, Red Key, channel supporting Garage Fund, Hellcat, Red Eyes rule. They do. It's really tough to beat a Red Eye. I like the Red Eyes. As a all-around vehicle, I think it's fucking badass. I love it. White Red Eye. Fuck with me. Oh, I'd love it. I really need to get on that shit. 661 Racing, Alex Nitrous. Nitrous. I'm confusing fucking customers. Nitrous, it's going to be tough to beat. It's going to be tough to beat Cuban with Nitrous. Cuban's car back half's nasty. It's gonna look. I want to see you race. Get out there and do your thing. Cuban says he's Nitrous, Alex, not boosted. Gotcha. Understood. Alex, check your AOL. Says Alex Garcia. Just got on, man, and Tony is an awesome addition. Just got on, man, and Tony is an awesome addition to the show. Look at that. Would you just look at the motherfucker? He's just hanging out. That's a perfect pup. The dude plays, eats, shits, sleeps. Perfect pup. I got to get him up, though, after the show. Play with him hardcore. Go out, piss and shit so he can sleep through the night. He does sleep through the night. That's the nice thing about that. I love that Second Shift is in the house. They're good people, man. I take their channel seriously. I watch a lot. They have great coverage, and they're stick shift guys. And I like being around that world because eventually I'm going to lean on you guys and Wesley once I do decide to go T56 again. Again, I know you guys might think I'm not in the game, but we're not racing right now. It's fucking hot as shit. No one's racing right now. If you're racing, you're wasting your time. Unless you are a part of a class racing or some kind of league, there is no reason to even take your car right now in Florida. Not even close. Check your Space Jam website. Bad bearings, Logan's already here. Okay. Does it annoy you when people say drag racing doesn't take skill? It really does. Perdomo. I love Perdomo. I think Perdomo is a very nice guy. I love him. I consider him a friend. I think he's absolutely on crack when he says he thinks it's not a skill thing. A drag racer can road race. I don't think a road racer can drag race. You know what I mean? Because it's reaction time. It's quick. Road racers have to find a groove. They can't, it's not a boom, 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 let's go. Drag racing, there is no fucking around. You do a burnout, you stage, and you have to be quicker in every way, shape, or form of the word when it comes to racing the guy next to you. You got to tree him. You maybe want to fuck with him on the tree. You got to shift better than him. Now, if you own a 6R80 car, like I do, it takes absolutely no skill to race it. The Turbo 400 at least requires a couple of things. You go up, you burn out, you shift it in second, to get the tires spinning faster. You go up, you pre-stage, you hit the trans brake, let go, and then you have to click, manually shift 2 gears up. That takes some skill. But I got in the car, and my second trip down the track, it went a personal 8-1. So I've never driven a Turbo 400 car before in my life. I've never launched off the trans brake before in my life. And the car went within a tenth of its best time ever. So that's where we know that the skill isn't really required. When it comes to stick shift racing, everything changes. It's all driver. That's when I see Granis, Grubworm, Wesley, and Yandro go down and be consistent. Like when I see Yandro run like 790, 780, 770 within the sevens, within a tenth or two of each other, that's fucking insanely impressive. It's insanely impressive. More impressive than an auto anything doing that, by far. Scott gave me $10. Says Stainless Works catalog tubes worth the extra 700 plus over stainless power. Thanks for all the information over the years and grab a couple of beers because I totally drink. I think stainless power is a discount header. So it all depends how long you're willing to keep that car, how long you're looking to keep that car, because the Stainless Works is going to be a better quality part than the stainless power. When it comes to power output, I think they'll both be similar. But if you're looking for a quality part to put on your car, the Stainless Works is, in my opinion, the better choice. This is for wasting your time. My bad. I thought you said 1985. I'll send it to your email next time. What did 661 Racing say? 661 Racing says, I'm going to blow the motor for this one race. He's willing to. And that's what scares me about 661 Racing. He's one of those guys that just doesn't give a fuck. And I'm like, dude, like, please don't blow it up because then I look bad. Crazy. Ryan Motullo says, Power Glide or Turbo 400 for drag racing? It all depends. I've seen many glide cars run 3/10 quicker than they had a 6R80. Like once Brett LaSala went from 6R80 to glide, he went from running 770s to 720s. But he's making 1400. You know, if you're making 800, it's a 6R80 or 400 is fine. But if you're making big power, 1500, 1600, way big, the glide is going to benefit you with the right converter package 100%. If anyone sees this, can someone private message me and explain to me how I can donate to Alex's channel? I messaged Alex, but I think he private messaged Robbie Chanel. You just right there. Just what do you mean? Just if you want to donate to the chat, you can. But I just read your question right there, brother. It's just there's so many comments. I'm trying to go through them as best I can. If you guys knew how much of a headache that causes me, I talk for an hour and a half straight. I have no co-host. I read the questions. I interact. I go on my Grindr account and have to look at the messages you guys send there and on my OnlyFans. Jose Salinas became a member. Thank you, Bicho level member. I appreciate you very much. I love Ford, but I was seriously considered getting a used red eye next summer. Way more affordable than GT500, and I can get one with a manual. You can get a red eye with a manual? I don't think I'd want a red eye with a manual. To me, that's like a chill out car that's fast and big. I'm not looking to race, but I didn't know you can get a red eye with a TR6060. I had no idea. But what about that Mamalona, though? Don't worry about the Mamalona. It's still too hot to race that bitch, but I'll fuck around. But it's still too hot to race that bitch. I'm not going to get a personal best out of that thing in 93-degree weather with 80% humidity. It's just not going to happen. 4R200 or Turbo 400, and why? It all depends on what you want to do. So if you want to save money, if you already have a 6R80 and you want to make big power, I would get a 4R200 and eliminate the overdrive. Make it a complete 3-speed so that you don't have to worry about the 3-4-4-3 downshift. That's the only issue that Trans has. Aside from that, it eliminates the forward planet. It eliminates the weakest part of the 6R80, which is the stock forward planet. Unless you want to buy a Blue Streak $3,000 forward planet and keep all 6 gears, that's on you. In my opinion, if you want to go max effort 6R80, you shove a 4R200 in it, eliminate overdrive, make the trans lighter, and the tuning is figured out by Lund. Turbo 400, tons of parts available, tons of converters available, tons of companies offer it, and it is robust as fuck. Hard to beat. It all depends on how much money you want to spend. How can you make 800 horsepower on 452s on the 85? Would you run into fueling issues on a Gen 2? Yeah, you can't do that. You can't make 800 on 52s on the 85. You will run out of fuel in a heartbeat. You'll run out of fuel so freaking fast. Your fuel pressure will drop. The injectors will stay wide open the whole time. They won't even pulse. They'll just go, hopefully there's enough fuel for combustion. And it's just going to run out of injector. You need at least 1,000cc injector, in my opinion. Dude, your tuning skills are on point. Okay. TR Hill. Car's way better. Sending you only one log this time, though. Channel support. Thank you, TR Hill. Hopefully I took care of you and I tuned you, and hopefully you're happy. I don't remember who that guy is. Just a regular Hellcat, only manual. Red eye, only auto. Gotcha, I'm Hung Solo. That's what I thought. I hate to have GM parts in my Ford. I understand that.
but it don't matter no more. Don't matter no more. People don't care no more. Section 8 versus Brian Luna's S550. Brian Luna's S550 been 7s. But mine should once now that the intercooler issue is figured out, and I got a new alternator, and I'm gonna fix a trans leak. Should be an 8180 car consistently. Now, where I have Brian Luna is out of the hole. I'll treat the fucking ever living daylights out of that motherfucker. Brian Luna, you ain't got shit from me out of the hole, puti. You want some of this sauce with that blue car that goes through one motor every fucking pass? Vamos a ver lo que está pasando, puti. Section 8's motor's been around 8 years. Section 8 motor has been around since it was built in 2015 or 16. That motor is robust. And watch me say that and watch it spin a fucking bearing turning it on tomorrow. It's like 105 out here. Bloodshot was running 10.6 all day. Lund for the win. Fucking 661 Racing talking all that shit. 661, he says he's going to spray 250 on me. Cuban, he will. He will. He's crazy. And then and the thing is about that car, he raced a 9.1 car on the street, and the 9.1 car, 9.1 or 9.5, barely beat him. Like one car. Like, it was scary. He must have been like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Godfather S550 says, yes. Alex, big chill out car. I have a 16 S550 and a 16 Challenger Hellcat. Good for you. Hellcat is damn comfortable. Badass. Good for you, man. That's life goals right there. Macho Matt says, Manuel calling out the champ is funny as fuck. Manuel calling out the champ is funny as fuck. I don't know what he means. I don't know what he he's talking about. Did he mean he named the S5? He got a Fox body with a Gen 3 in it. Did he call that the champ? I don't know. Was my question too stupid to answer? Stock Red Eye versus MT82 Gen 3 Stage 2 Whipple 5.0 roll race. I mean, that is a pretty stupid question, yeah. Stock Red Eye versus an MT82 Gen 3 Stage 2 Whipple 5.0 roll race. How much does the 5.0 need to win? How much boost? What fuel? An E85 Whipple manual Gen 3 will donkey gap a stock Red Eye. Bad. One motor every pass. I mean, I love Brian Luna, but he keeps putting them fucking I don't know who. Dude, I don't want to name names. Section 8 has had the same motor for 5 years. Not months, years. Alex, I put a JLT in to get my stand, and I have a 91 Lund tune in my stand. Oh, Stang? Did you mean Stang? Of course your name is Gammy Vargas. And I was showing that I was running lean. I need help. Did you tune it? You put a JLT intake in your car, and you have a 91 Lund tune, and it was showing that it was running lean. Need help. You need to data log it, and you need to check that there are no vacuum leaks. 9 times out of 10, if you put the JLT in, and Lund knows you have a JLT, and Lund tuned you for a JLT, there's never an issue. Unless the install is wrong, or unless you didn't put the right tune in, or you have a different JLT than you told us. You bought a 120, but you told us a 110. That's the only way it could be fucked up. Section 8 versus Real Teal for FL2K. Are you crazy? Real Teal got me covered by a ton. Actually, he's been 8-0. And he trees the shit out of motherfuckers. He's legit on the light. I mean, I'd run him, of course. Absolutely. I mean, if FL2K has some kind of class that allows you to just to fuck around, like a whatchamacallit, because he's being the stick shift class, right? I'd love to race him, but I mean, losing to him would be an honor. Not a problem. Stick shift badass Fox body versus a, by all intents and purposes, a better build car, right? Caged up S5, S197, GT500, Turbo 400, Billy badass, big stupid 315 tire, you know? And Wesley O'Pills probably still beat the shit out of me, no problem. Yeah, I'd love to race him. He's a great guy. I don't mind losing to him at all. Here we go. 661 Racing. He runs a 9-1 and it beat me by like a car. We 60 foot out his life on him by like 2 cars to the 8th. Returning him now, that's the race for 10K. He's pretty cocky, but I think I got the street. Ooh, shit, that'll be crazy. Who we talking about? 661 says Cuban Coyote. Angel Jovel says, just wanted to give the channel support. I've been catching up on your old videos on both channels. You have me laughing at work. Haha. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Angel Jovel. I listened back to the dating channel thing the other day and I laughed my ass off. I love listening back to that because I think the feedback that I get from you guys, there was a kid that had an army issue. He was some chick was banging, some Jody was banging his chick, and it was just a crazy time. And I think that channel is more real. This one's fun as hell. Don't get me wrong, but that channel, the dating channel, is nothing to sneeze at. 18 F150 TVS says great show. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. You'd better be off getting a stock engine and sending it. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. John Jones says, just sold my 18 Challenger 5.7 and got a 16 premium with 9,000 miles. Love it so far. Alex Garcia said, I'd be mad as fuck if it cost me $10,000 every pass, every motor. Get a different engine builder, says Alex Garcia to Brian Luna. Logan says, all right, thanks. I do my own maintenance and keep the records. I plan on bringing it in for the next change and have them look at it. They're talking about oil changes. I guess he had issues with his motor. Got about 10 minutes left, guys. 10 minutes left. So if you want to have your question answered, remember, there is a slight delay, at least a minute or two. So if you ask a question, it's not instant because it takes a while for it to come through. What's the next video going to be of? Well, once I get a weather break, it's going to be the red Mustang S550 on the dyno with dumps. Steeda intake, bias ply, so it's going to be down on power on the dyno, and then go watt twice, then install a catback and see if I lose any power. Because I've always wondered if dumps gain power or lose power. So it's already got dumps. I'm going to go watt, see how much it makes, 2 hits. Then I'm going to put a Ford Racing catback on it with an X pipe and see if I lose any horsepower. And if I only lose like 2 or 3, it's staying full exhaust. It is staying full exhaust. Cheyenne Obregon says, Alex, have you seen the Chrysler 300 with an elephant? The kid also made a Hellcat one before, but that thing is sick. Only thing I hate is adding stickers to show what it has. Cheyenne Obregon. I did not see that, no. YouTube Crow says, who should I hit up for a Turbo 400? You should hit up Cuban Coyote and see who he got his from. His seems to be working stout. His seems to be working really stout. So I'd hit up Cuban Coyote, or I know JPC sells packages, but I don't know how long they last. You might be able to hit someone up like who's done it before, like David Van Voris. He's got a 400 in his car, and he can at least guide you in the right direction. What to do, what not to do, what to waste your money on, what not to waste your money on. So I would hit up people that currently run a Turbo 400. Mine is a reed case with a cone converter. It is probably $20K to build the trans that I got and converter I got with a billet, like magnesium bolt together converter. Dumb shit. Billet magnesium probably doesn't exist, but that's got it. Adamantium clutches. Juan Lowe says, thanks for all your hard work with the channel. I try. It's very difficult, but I get it done. I want to get you guys daily content. I know life sucks right now. Everything that's happening, all the shitty news, COVID bullshit, shop bullshit. Fuck that. Let's just talk shit about cars every day. Things to ask an engine builder. Will it last more than one pass? Phil says. Hey, Brian Luna, go to your engine builder and say, hey, how you doing? I know I already paid $17,000 for this engine, but this one I'm going to pay probably about the same price, but I want to know one thing. Is it going to last more than one pass? And if he goes, it should, run. Turn around and run away from the engine builder. Plain and simple. Get an RPG, get a fast forward engine, get L&M, anybody in the Coyote game. Keith Ray from Wonder Racing. Shit, that guy is a stud, bro. No question, Alex. Just want to say thanks so much for the awesome content, says Robo Style. I thank you very much. Name a guilty pleasure we don't know about. A guilty pleasure? Boy, this guy's like hitting like on personal shit. I like him. Guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure. A guilty pleasure that you don't know about. I'm trying to think what guilty pleasure I have that you don't know about, because I'm pretty open with you guys. Honestly, nothing comes to mind right now. Guilty pleasure that you guys don't know about. I'm pretty open. I don't have anything that I hide from people. Guilty pleasure. I don't I don't watch gay movies. I don't like the Twilight series. I don't suck dick. I don't really think I have any. I'm really thinking hard. If I come up with something, I'll let you know. But there's nothing really that I think that's a guilty pleasure. Something that I'm embarrassed to admit. Maybe I don't really think I have anything. Mike's Garage says, don't forget to click the thumbs up. Thank you, Mike's Garage. I appreciate that. Rowdy 50 became a bitcho level member. I really appreciate that very much. Oh, guilty pleasure. Probably, honestly, it's probably gonna be video games once in a while. Like once I turned that thing on, and I saw and heard the sounds, I just like went back to being 14, 13 years old in Holyoke, Massachusetts, playing this in a corner store and just emptying quarters in the bitch. So probably stuff like that. I'm nostalgic. Guilty pleasure meaning things that, I mean, I like G-bodies. I like a Buick T-Type. A Buick T-Type to me is fucking badass because it's not a Grand National, so you can desecrate it, put a Coyote in it, and no one will care. I'd love a Buick T-Type and put a Coyote in it with CCWs or BBSs. Be fucking badass. And Coyote swap it with a T56. Oh, be so badass. Low as shit. Oh my God, that'd be awesome. Alex, guilty pleasures. Eating elotes naked. Guilty pleasures. He loves Hondas on the down low. Did you watch Gavin, it's 6, on that Discovery Channel getaway driver show last night? No. Why would I watch that? No. Why would I watch that? Alex, can you cook? I can cook. I can cook. Every time girls ask me that, like, can you cook? I'm like, define cook. And they're like, not like microwave meals. Like, no, bitch, I make my whole breakfast. I'll make you a badass breakfast. I'll make you a traditional Puerto Rican meal from memory. I know all that shit. Come on. I'm good with Italian dishes. Stop it with the bullshit. Helping towards the backdraft Cobra. I know it's not much, but channel support says Bam Bam Slow. Ken Berry gave me $5 also. Thank you, Bam Bam and Ken. Tyler Springman. Guilty pleasure. He's a Honda boy in the closet. VTech, yo. Dustin Engler. I've noticed towards the end of each show, you have 3 dislikes. Same 3 haters catching all the shows. Look, you got to be okay with that. You got to be okay with people that dislike you. You can't get along with everybody. And the people that dislike you don't want to see you succeed, right? Why in the hell would they watch you? That means you are living rent-free in at least 3 motherfuckers' heads, right? You know that you're affecting them negatively by doing well. Could you imagine what those 3 haters would do if I somehow got myself in a big badass crib with a backdraft Cobra, Mama Lona, the GT500. I just have all these cars and they look at me and they go, that guy is a know-nothing, no talent having motherfucker. What the fuck? Okay. I love it. It's awesome. Danny Bell, we're talking about Racer's Edge. That's who's building my complete nitrous motor. Okay, so Danny's talking to Jordan. Jason Fabric, 85 to 86 Monty S's Coyote swap. Well, I'll have one day. He loved Racers, big wings. Mendoza's Coyote, when is the dating channel? I need some live tips. Mendoza's Coyote, Monday, 8 o'clock. Saturday, depending on what I got going on, it could be 9:30 in the morning or 8 o'clock at night. Go to that dating channel. There's a ton of shows there for you to watch. I've been doing it for almost a year and a half. How's the gym been working out? You try pre-workout? If I sent you some, Harris, I try some pre-workout. I go to the gym every day, 5 times a week. Take them out, go to the gym for an hour and a half lately because I have the time in the morning because I'm awake because I took homeboy out. So he has actually affected my life in a positive way by structuring the schedule. Before I'd get up and I'm like, I'm not going to the fucking gym. Fuck this shit. I just stay in bed, going through my phone. Now I have to get up. I have to take him out. I have to make sure he pees and poos, and I have to feed him. And the little guy makes me get up, and I'm up, and now I'm like, let me go to the gym. Fuck it. And he has structured my life in a very positive way. Little tiny things that dogs do that you wouldn't think they do that affects your life in a positive way. This guy does it, and he doesn't even know it. Alejandro, I just got here, and I have a question. I have 3 options. Stay with a 1550, buy the Mach 1, or wait for the new S650. Get a 15. Get a 1550 because you can modify that motherfucker today with all the parts that are vetted in the aftermarket, and you don't have to wait and work out the bugs on new vehicles. My complete Turbo 400 kit was $15K, and this ain't cheap. Be ready to spend the bread. Macho Matt, 3 dislikes. Kelly Aiken, Christian, and Mustang Lifestyle. I don't doubt 2 out of those 3 are correct. How many and know why the term Coyote derived for the Mustang? Badass story. Not enough credit to it. Alex, do you know it? I don't know it. I don't know it, and I might bring it up tomorrow. That's a good subject matter to bring it up tomorrow, 5 o'clock on the Daily Show for sure. I'll take it up. I'll check it out. Someone says try Cliff Energy drinks. I'm on it now. No install was done by my boy, the one that works on my car, Cuban Coyote. Clutch Creature. Can we get a Candy Liquor Jody sound clip, please? Candy Liquor Jody sound? The whole yeah?
How you doing? Can I get a oh yeah?
Is that what we're talking about? Dream build of mine would be definitely a twin turbo Coyote 93 Fox body convertible, dark blue, silver, low on some Bogarts. What's up? One low 50 Bone Daddy. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Just woke up from my nap and my day off just in time to catch the live ending, pretty much. Make the damn workout plan spreadsheet you said. Oh, god damn it, Carter's Gaming. That's just more work. You know how much shit I do? Forget the fact that I have a extremely stressful, lately, full-time job. 7:30 to 4:30. Non-stop. Responsible for hundreds of vehicles, well-being. And then I have to, do a daily show. Take care of this motherfucker. Try to build my cars. Try to do dyno stuff. Woof, it's difficult. That's why I want to get everything in one building. I want to get everything in one building, and then I can go to that building and get 90% of the shit I need to get done. Right now, everything's spread out all over the place. It's crazy. Marco Bella says, you like Street Fighter? No, I hate it. That's why it's in the back there. It's awful. It's the worst game ever. 661 Racing says, Alex, tell these guys my mechanic taking in work. Tell them how badass he is in the 661. 661 Racing recently got some new parts installed in his car. The first revision was perfect. I'm not going to tell you the power adder. First revision was perfect. Second revision, went to the track, ran a personal best. Third revision, the motherfucker ran a really badass eighth. And I did nothing special. Cam timing is on point. Fueling is on point. Shift points are perfect. His tech is excellent, gets it done right, makes me look good because the tune that I sent out works perfectly the first time. So does Cuban's though. Cuban's shit worked out real well. I don't have to do a lot on Cuban's car. Everything worked out the first time. It was just add boost, and done. Do you have MySpace? Says one low 50. Question, in your opinion, is it worth me boosting my 16 Premium or trying to get a Gen 2 or Gen 3 Viper? Think in advance, love the content. Always try to tune into your videos. Javier, if you can afford a Gen 2 or 3 Viper, I'd get a Gen 2 or 3 Viper just because it's a Viper. Plain and simple. What pre-workout do you take? It takes Stimulate. It's real good. I've never taken a workout in my life, guys. Pre-workout, guys. I don't take any pre-workout. I literally just show up to the gym with nothing in my stomach but water because I'm working for fat loss. And I'm just killing it. And then I eat after the gym once, to get the replenishing and get it drawing from the right stores. I think we're done. An hour and 32 minutes in, and I think we're done. Thank you, everyone that donated to the chat today. This is the only time I ever enable the super chats and super stickers because I don't want to make it seem like I'm gouging you guys. Terry Winter says, Facebook is telling me you can run a Gen 2 with a 10R80. Am I wrong or is Facebook still wrong? Facebook's wrong. Facebook's wrong. How are you going to control the DI? If you have a 10R80 transmission, you have to run it with a Gen 3 computer. The Gen 3 computer runs DI. How is that going to work with the Gen 2? There is no standalone controller for the 10R80. And if there is, I don't trust it. Fuck all that thing. See you, everyone. Thanks for the Turbo 400 info, Alex. And Cuban, yes, sir. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Someone said, what the fuck? I just joined now. Angel, sorry. The show's at 8. Every single Tuesday, it's on at 8. Every single Tuesday, it's on at 8. It hasn't changed in probably 2 years. It maybe changed once or twice at 9 o'clock. But sorry, that's just how it is. I'm going to get out of here. I will see you guys tomorrow, 5 o'clock daily. It's going to be on here. And then the replay will end up on Facebook. I will finish the show, download it, upload it to Facebook tonight just so that the Facebook people can have it. And then I'll see the rest of you guys live tomorrow, 5 o'clock for the YD.